Hi there, it's Susan again, and as my fellow YouTubers would say, happy Friday. I thought I'd come to you with a video about something that's pretty popular these days, and it's bariatric surgery, which is weight loss clinic, weight loss surgery, or an RNY or a sleeve. I had the RNY, and I'll start at the beginning. Okay. I had a few friends that had it done that were quite successful in it, with it, and you know, I thought about it and thought about it. I was scared, chicken, and I went through the process with them. I listened to the stories. Some were good, some weren't so good, but all in all, pretty good. So I went to a few meetings that catered to the weight loss community, and there was a lot of success stories, and I was excited, and I thought, oh, I want this so bad. I've been wanting it. I think I've been on a diet since I was 10 years old. I wasn't really that big then, but becoming a teenager, you start thinking you're fat when you're not really fat. And so most of my life I dieted, wished I was like everybody else, with maybe 20 pounds to lose at that time. So I thought about the weight loss surgery. So I made an appointment with my doctor, got approved with the Bariatric Association in Canada, Ontario, and I was approved, went through all the process, and chickened out. So I still wanted it done, but I wasn't ready. So what I did was I waited, I think about a year, maybe more, and then I decided I wanted it done. So I went back to the surgeon and talked to him, and he put me on the list again. So I went through all the different meetings, testing, and I think about 2 weeks prior to my surgery, the doctor had an emergency surgery to do for a cancer patient. So I had to cancel mine. I gave it up for him or her. And so then, of course, I was kind of happy because I was still scared, but I was disappointed at the same time. So about a year passed. I still couldn't make up my mind. And I guess I wasn't ready. Maybe it was meant to be that I didn't have it. So then then about 6 months later, I went to the surgeon and I asked him, I'm ready. And he said, you sure? 3 strikes, you're out. Even though the second strike wasn't really my fault. So anyway, I didn't really have to do a lot of testing anymore. I think I did a couple of things. And I think a lot of the testing is mostly like blood work, ECGs, what do you call it? Stress test, and of course your sleep apnea test, which I was horrified of. But anyway, I went through it all. I didn't have a lot of sleep apnea. I had a little bit, a tiny bit, which was very, borderline, so I didn't have to be on a machine. Well, I wasn't going to be on a machine anyway, because I would have never slept. So I waited for my appointment 2 weeks prior. I did the diet that the surgeon told me to follow, which is a product called OptiFast. It's a shake. You make it, I think, 4 times a day. Well, I didn't think I was going to manage to do it. So I started not feeling well drinking that shake 4 times a day. So I told the surgeon, and he said that it was okay if I did the shakes and had 1 meal a day, which I was happy about, because then I could at least eat something that, felt normal. So anyway, I did that, and okay, my starting weight, which I'm not proud to say, was 235. And wow, I remember thinking I was overweight when I was 122, when I was before children, of course. So anyway, I'm glad I had it done, and so 235, that was my starting number. And I went in for the surgery after the 2 weeks of the diet, and the scariest part was sitting in a room waiting to go into surgery, because these days you walk into a surgery room and you can see everything on the walls, on the tables. So I try not to look. I lay down, I looked at the ceiling, and I didn't even think about it anymore. They put me to sleep, and I thought, oh, it's not going to work again, of course, but it does. After a few seconds, you're gone. or out, and then I woke up in the, I don't even know where I woke up. I was being wheeled. I was in a hallway being wheeled to my room, and I couldn't believe it was done. I was so happy. I went into my room. I know they tell you to walk and walk and walk. Well, I tried to walk too early, so my daughter took me for a walk. I think I made it like 10 steps, and I almost keeled over. I didn't feel good. I felt nauseous, and I think I just about fainted. So they brought me back to my room, and I just rested. And then that night I walked, and I was fine. I didn't have any pain at all. I know I had painkillers, but you know, some people tell you about these horrific stories, how they had such bad pain they couldn't stand it, but I didn't feel anything. So, and my medication wore off, and I didn't even take any extras. I think maybe one or 2 days after. I went home the next day, and yeah, I was fine. And of course, getting used to the new lifestyle of the different stages of food intake, it's kind of hard because I was nervous and I thought, oh, I got to do everything the doctor says. And I wasn't hungry. I felt like yuck. Everything tasted horrible. I didn't want nothing. So I know that you have to have a certain amount of protein, water, and your vitamins. Well, I did it. And so it took me about 2 weeks to feel better. I laid on the couch mostly watching TV and YouTube videos. Thanks to all of you. And my daughter and my sons, they took care of me when I needed it. And I had a really good friend that gave me my injections daily, because I was too scared to do it, of blood thinners that you have to do for about a week, just, you know, just in case, so you don't get blood clots. So when that was over, after the 2 weeks, I felt better. It was summertime. It was, I never told you this, but it was June 20th of 2018. So it's been 9 months that I've had it done, and I'm now 149, and I never thought I'd see that number again. Mind you, I'm not being negative, but I still have to lose about 20 pounds to be, you know, in the range of being healthy. I'm still in the range of overweight, so that's fine. Better than being triple obese. So if any of you are ever thinking of this, I mean, I don't want to promote it because I don't want to be blamed if something goes wrong. But for me, it was the best decision that I'd ever made. And people told me this, and I didn't listen, and I didn't believe them, because I thought, what if something goes wrong? What if I didn't even think about dying. I thought more of, I can never eat again. Like, am I going to throw up every time I eat a piece of apple? Am I going to be sick like all day and can't leave the house? I mean, it's very rare, but it does happen. And I was a lucky one, and so far so good. I know they have different words for this, and I hate the terms of what the bariatric clique says. They say it's called dumping, and I know that's the technical name for it, but I hate it. To me, I would just rather say I don't feel good or I'm sick. Also, they use a lot of different words, like your pouch. To me, it's still your stomach. It's just a smaller version. Okay, so the dumping, okay, the tool. I hate that word. I understand what it means. It's a tool to help you, but I still don't like it. Anyway, I have no reasons for that, for not liking it. I just can't stand it. So I might get some negative feedback on that one. Anyway, so now it's been 9 months, and I feel like I'm in a dream. I can't believe that I don't have to worry about what diet I'm going to be on this week. Is it going to work? Am I going to fail again? I think I've been dieting for 50 years. Every big milestone birthday at 40, I said I was going to be 40 and fabulous, because I did lose a lot of weight before that on my own. My problem was dieting so many decades really weakened my immune system, not my immune, my metabolism. And it just wasn't working anymore. And as you get older, even when you get like 45-ish, you know, we tend to get that middle, what's it called, spare tire in our waist, and it's difficult. And I'm very lazy, and I admit it. I don't like exercise. I like walking. I like going on a treadmill. I joined the gym 3 times, 4 times in my life, and I've always quit. Maybe because I was because I was overweight, and I just wasn't comfortable. I'm going to try again, going to a gym, hopefully, but I know I will walk. And yeah, so basically, that's my story. I mean, I will make another video of maybe different things like stages of food that we can eat at the beginning, vitamins, which you've probably seen and heard all before. And yeah, so all in all, I'm really happy that I did it. And I guess that's all I have to say right now. I'm going to try to insert some pictures of before and after. Anyway, I hope you have a nice weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.